sevens, you can feel it in the air. You see your fortune and your fame. Wanna take a spin, wanna take a roll. You know you're dealing with the wild card.
Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we'll be going over a tier list on all of Ark's weapons. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So first on the list we're gonna go alphabetical. We have auto turret. Be honest, I think we could put it on a B. I guess it's good. I mean, if you're starting off, it's a decent turret, but realistically you won't use it. But I mean, it serves a purpose when you're first starting on Ark. All right, what do we got next? Ballista turret. Okay, where's this thing? Okay, I don't even know what this is for. This is situational. I believe you can use the jar pitch with this. Next on the list we have C4 charge. I mean, let's just put this here. You know, I mean, if you need to use it, it is. I mean, it can't really be good or bad. Next we have cannon. Where is it? Oh. I want to say, once again, B. It's very situational. You most likely won't even use a fucking cannon, but I mean, it's good for when you need to use a cannon, basically. Next on the list we have chainsaw. Where is it? Okay, I'm just blind.
2,000 years later, 6.5 hours later, a few inches later, day 2, day 3, day 4, a few moments later.
Okay, I guess I just didn't get a picture of a chainsaw. I can't find it. Oh, I'm just blind as fuck. Alright, so this just deserves green tier. You know, you can't really rate this. I mean, it's just for farming, you know. Can't say it's bad or good. I mean, you wouldn't use it in PvP, but for farming or PvE, it does what it has to. Next on the list, we have a climbing pick. Okay, this needs to be fucking removed from the game. Like, this can like actually be rated as trash. I don't know why you would use this. The one time I did use this, it was on Aberration when I first played the map. Other than that, you'll never use a climbing pick. I mean, I've mostly seen it just for meshing. It should just be removed from the game, vaulted. No one gives a fuck about it. Next, we have cluster grenade. Okay, this needs a rework. Put it in C tier because, well, if you guys didn't know, the cluster grenades, they used to be really good for raiding because you could basically soak a base because heavy would shoot. So like the way the cluster grenade works is that it like pops like a bunch of little small frag grenades. So the turret would like shoot all of them. So it was like a good way to like soak, I guess you would say. What people would do like on like PS4 and stuff is they would like dupe a bunch of grenades, and then they would just throw them at bases, and you could raid a base basically without even needing a soak or anything. So that was pretty broken. But since then, I mean, they've been patched. So next we have cruise missile. All right, this piece of shit. I want to put this at B tier. It can be good. I mostly seen it just for wiping low tail crouch. Aside from that, I mean, it's a rocket launcher that you can use underwater, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because you can use a rocket launcher anyways underwater with the tech chest piece if you just jump up and shoot. So I mean, there's that. Next on the list we have flashlight. All right, this piece of shit. Once again, I'll put this in green tier. You can't fucking rate this. I mean, realistically, I want to put it here, but maybe it's good in PvE or some shit. So I mean, it's not bad or good, but it's just you can't rate it. All right. So next we have glow stick. Okay, I don't know why the fuck you would use this piece of shit either. I mean, maybe it's good on console where you don't have I&I. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it here. It can't be either good or bad. I mean, it's not completely useless. Alright, next we have the grenade. This thing is, I want to say it needs a rework. This thing is basically fucking useless. I'm gonna keep it a $150. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it down here at D. What am I saying? Heavy auto turret we have next. Alright, so this is magnificent. I mean, you're always gonna have a heavy turret 99% of the times over an auto turret. So this is good. Alright, next we have holoscope. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I think it's this piece of shit. Alright, once again, green tier. Next we have homing underwater mine. This thing is actually I would say it's really good. I've seen some people like defend their bases with these, and I don't know, it seems pretty good for underwater if you need to defend your base. I believe it also one shots rafts, but don't quote me on that. Improvised fucking device. Okay, what the fuck is this piece of shit? I mean, we'll just put it here. I mean, I feel like it has potential. It low-key looks like a satchel from Rust, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, next on the list we have laser. Okay, this is also just green tier. Next we have metal hatchet. This thing is good, really good. You can cut grapples. You can cut nets. Next we have metal pick. I'm just gonna put this in green tier. It's not bad or good. I mean, it does what it has to. Next we have minigun turret. This is the original one, not the new one from Gen 2. Why is this in the game? I mean, maybe it could be good if it didn't consume bullets, or like if it had like an alternative way so it wouldn't just consume A or B, because A or B is already a grind. Not even on top of that, I'm pretty sure it does less damage than an actual heavy turret, so there's also that. And there's so much better things to use to defend your base than a minigun turret, that's for sure. Next we have mining drill. I'm just gonna put this here. It does what it has to, not good or bad. Next, we have Plant Species X. Alright, so where the fuck is this shit? Alright, this piece of shit. Right here. So I guess this can be good because of the slowing effect. With one of the recent like updates, they made it so Plant X shoots Noglin, so that's pretty good. I don't really see that many people use Plant X anymore. I think it has some potential. Maybe if Plant X, I don't know, they made it where it was like infinite or something, it would be like, or it would be used a lot more. Alright, next we have Plant Z fruit. Okay, this is S tier. This was like net gun before net gun came out, so yeah, this was good. I mean, it's not as good as net gun. It can be really good in some situations. I'm not gonna lie. The Plant Z can excel in some situations. Like, let's say you're getting like attacked by more than one dino. You can just throw a Z and that'll be better than a net because the net can only focus one at a time. So. I mean, it could be better than a net gun. It all depends. All right, next we have pliers. Okay, these, I don't even know why these are in the game. In all of my hours of Ark, I've never seen anyone use them. Apparently, it's like a pocket smithy. I mean, at that point, just have an RG or something. But anyways, who's still even using RGs in 2023? All right, next on the list, we have rocket launcher. I mean, I guess this is good. This is S tier. I mean, you need it in almost every raid. Actually, you know what? I'll just put this here. I mean, it can be rated, really. You only really use it for raiding. Not good or bad. That's what it needs to do. All right, next we have scope. All right, so what the hell is this shit? Like, I don't know why you would use this. This should be removed from the game. Like, realistically, if you were going to use any of the sites, you would use this one right here. Even then, I maybe have used this maybe once, but I definitely have used this one. I tried it out one time, and it was... yeah, there's no point. I think it's only used for the long neck, and I think a shotgun as well, but I just don't see the point of it. But that's just me. Next, we have silencer. This also can't be rated. Use this. I mean, I would say it's like necessary every single time you use a Fabby, so it doesn't sound like ripping someone apart with that loud ass sound of the Fabby when you don't have a silencer. Next, we have spear.
2,000 years later.
Fuck it. I guess this alphabetical order was fucked. Alright, we'll just go from order. Alright, so tech boat. This thing is S tier. I mean, you need it for almost every PvP situation. It could be used for raiding, killing, and caging. So yeah, there's that. Alright, stone hatchet. This thing, I mean, it's not good or bad. Green tier. Shotgun. I want to say it's situational. Like early game, the shotgun is good, but like late game, I just don't see why you would use a pump. I mean, unless you're at point blank, there's just better weapons that do more damage. So B tier. Next, what do we have? Narcnade. We'll put this at A. I mean, it could be used for caging if you get like a net or a bola. If they don't have that much fort, that's an easy cage. A tier. Alright. What the fuck is this? Tripwire alarm? I don't know why this is in the game. Maybe this was like, I think this was like the OG tech sensors. I could be wrong though, but you definitely would not use that ever today. All right, simple pistol. What do we got here? We're gonna put this at C tier. I mean, it's you use this like on day one, after day one of any wipe, arc wipe. I just don't see why you would use simple pistol. It's like throwing a pebble at someone. Next we have slingshot. Like this can actually be bad for what it is in early game, because when you use it, or when you are in early game, I just don't see why you would use a slingshot over like a bow or something. Like there's just no point. This thing, no, I would put this at D tier. Like why is this in the game? Should not be a reason you ever use a slingshot. Not even on fucking the first 10 minutes on Ark. Next we have an assault rifle. This could have some potential. This needs a rework. C tier. Whip, this is good. Actually, I'll put this up here. It's S tier. I mean, with a whip, you could do a lot of things. Let's say it's actually really good for caging. So if you like net gun someone, the moment they whip out their cutter, you just whip it out of their hand, and there you go. It's a relatively easy cage if they don't have a tribe member to help them, or grapple them away from your team. So there's that. All right, next we have crowd pod. Okay, this goes on green tier. Net gun, I mean, obviously, S tier. Alright, next we have, what the fuck is this piece of shit? I think that's a rocket turret. Once again, D tier. I don't know why this is in the game. Next we have oil jar. I've seen people use this. I just think it needs a rework. Or we'll just put this at C tier. It has some potential. Next we have tech face pistol. So I'm about to put this at B tier because like while it can be good, it's very situational. You most likely won't use a tech phase pistol. You'll mostly just use it for Gen 2 missions, not actual like PvP or anything. Right, next we have Babby, S tier. Flamethrower, S tier. You know, you gotta have those classic flame bobs. You know, makes easy kills. It also counters high HP chars. So yeah, S tier. Tech sword. I don't really have much experience with this, but I've seen this one YouTuber Guts destroys you. He uses melee char a lot. I want to say we'll just put this at A. It has potential. Actually, I don't know. We'll just put it at B tier. It's very situational. All right, fabricated pistol. All right, this needs a rework. I feel like this could be good, but it's just not good. But it could be C tier. All right, next we have gravity grenade. Now this is really good. So this is good for when at a crouch, an enemy tribe, they put aggro dinos. You can just pop that, so removes the dinos from the entrance, so they're not just blocking it. So a lot of tribes, they just like to just stack as many stegos or carvos at a crouch. So you have to kill them first before you can actually pop any soakers. So I mean, it's pretty good for that. And also the grenade launcher. It's really OP. It basically makes it so it's like this black hole. You get sucked into it and you're basically fucked. And using the combination with tech grenades. So actually our next grenade, which is next our grenade launcher. This is S tier for what I just mentioned. And it could actually be good for for a lot of things. You could also cage. You could do gravity grenade with the grenade launcher and poisoning. Right, grenade, whatever you want to call it. Alright, next we have charge lantern. Alright, why the fuck is this in the game? Alright, next we have plant white. This is good, but I just don't think it's that good anymore. But it once was really OP. This piece of shit, I don't think I've ever used this and I never will. D tier. Next we have long neck. We'll put this at C tier. It was, I mean, the long neck before, it was the best shrinking weapon, but now that the tech bow's in the game, I mean, the long neck's kind of obsolete. I don't know why you would use it, but I mean, maybe we got like buffed or something where I had like armor penetration or something. It could be better. Next we have scout. Okay, you can't. This is green tier. I don't even know how you can rate this. Sickle, same thing, green tier. Tech shield, S tier. This is good for just PvP. Also, one cool thing about the tech shield is that when you get bullet, you can deflect it with the tech shield. So actually, another thing also too is you can counter name botters sort of if they're like at point blank. You just deflect it, and yeah, it's pretty effective. So yeah, S tier. All right, next we have. We'll just put this at C tier. Actually, I don't know. Should we do green tier or C tier? I'm actually not sure about this one. We'll just put it here. I mean, it needs a rework. If it had like something so like it would be worth using a metal shield, like it got like buffed or something. All right, next we have catapulter. I'm just gonna put this at B. I believe this is the one that you use for. I want to say it's the chain bola. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Or it's that or the jar pitch. I'm not sure. All right, next we have the torch. This is actually S tier. For early game, if you craft this son of a bitch, you're gonna fucking get some kits. I mean, it's not good late game, but for early game, it's perfect. All right, next we have bear trap. I'm just gonna put this at green tier. I can't really rank that. Grenade, tech grenade. This is perfect. Just like how I mentioned with the grenade launcher, I mean, this can be used to destroy structures and turrets. Not only does it just destroy tech turrets, it's actually decently good at destroying heavies. So yeah, S tier. Next we have wooden shield. Okay, I don't know why you would use this. Once again, I mean, if it got like an advantage or something, or got like buffed, I guess it would be viable. I don't know. We'll just put that at C tier. Like I guess it's good early game. I don't even know actually about that much. But all right, smoke grenade. Okay, this this can be ranked. I don't know. It's just, why is this in the game? Yeah, we'll just put it at green, D tier. Like, I don't know why you would use this, and I'm pretty sure even if you it's like in a situation where it could like help you, I'm pretty sure with an I&I, you could just see through the smoke. So like, it's basically useless. All right, this thing. Okay, maybe I think this is the narc. This is like the alarm trap, but it's like a narcotic one. I think I've never used it, but I don't think it does enough torpidity. Probably I haven't tested it yet, but it seems pretty mid. So we'll just put it at C tier. It needs a rework. Tech turret. We'll just put it at S tier. I mean, obviously, you know, it has the most DPS out of all the turrets. The only downside is it can get destroyed by tech saddles, and they don't shoot rockets or explosives. All right, so what do we have next? Tech claws. I want to say these are shit. No, yeah, these are definitely shit. I mean, unless you're like, I've used them maybe like once, and I don't know, they seem kind of mid as fuck to me. I'll just put these at C tier. They need a rework. They need a buff or something. Crossbow, ooh, perfect. This is S tier. You need this for. I don't see in any kit why you wouldn't use a grappling hook with a crossbow. So there's that. Like nearly every kit, you want a crossbow and a hatchet. That's like the prerequisite to every kit. So, you know. S tier. Next, we have right shield. This is good. It's a little bit shittier than a tech shield, but this is really good still. It's a lot cheaper. You don't need element. So yeah, S tier. All right, next, we'll just put this at green. Stone pickaxe. Tech railgun. This is good, but it is vaulted from all official servers because there used to be a lot of cheating with the railgun that was involved. So like such as you would be able to shoot through force fields and other stuff, and it basically made raiding like incredibly easy. It was probably one of the most broken things to ever exist as far as cheating. So yeah, I mean it was definitely deserved to be vaulted. All right, next we have compound bow. This is not good anymore. We'll put this at A. Or actually, yeah, we'll just put it at A. So basically, because the tech bow exists now, I mean it's not bad, but like there's not really a reason why you would use a compound bow over a tech bow, except for like the fact that you can't use. I mean that you don't need element. Other than that, like there's just no point. Bow, we'll just put this at. I want to say it's good for. All right, so we're in the stage when you're like first starting an arc. I guess it's good. I mean it's probably one of the best things to use besides the torch. So we'll just put it at A tier. The bow. All right, so bola, this is perfect. This is like how you like. This is the easiest tool to use to get kills. Once someone's bola, they're basically immobilized. So easy kills, except for one thing. They're not as good, but they're still good. It's because now that Fed suits are in the game, you have if you get bullet, you can just fly away. You can tech glove and then or tech chest upwards. So there's ways around that. But I mean, basically, if you're inside of like a cave or like a little crouch, you get bullet. It's kind of over unless you have a teammate to like grapple you or grapple you or pull you out or anything like that. You're basically fucked. It's still pretty good. So S tier. Tech rifle we have next. All right, so tech rifle. This is beautiful too. S tier. I mean, you use it almost in every raid. So yeah. There's nothing much to it. S tier. Tech shoulder cannon. This is good too. If you use this and a flamethrower, you could do like lots of damage, and it's really good for killing players. Boomerang. All right, so all right. I don't know why the fuck this is in the game actually. Why is this in the game? Like for reals. That's gonna have to go D tier. And last but not least, we have the large bear trap. So I'll just put this out that we can rank it. So overall, this is our tier list. At the beginning of it, I was going alphabetical, but then I realized that I messed up. So I just went in order after by the photos. So don't mind that. But overall, there's a bunch of items that are completely fucking useless in Ark. Like I just don't see why they're in the game. As far as for the PvP aspect, they need a rework or something. And they like I feel like if they did do a rework, like they could be a lot better. Like let's say I don't know, they buffed the fabricated pistol, made it so it takes like it does like I don't know, like quadruple headshot damage or something. Well, actually, no. I guess I would be abused by cheaters. What am I saying? Ark nowadays just cheaters. Or make it so like assault rifle, it does like just increase the damage by like 4 times or something. But like keep it like as a fall off, add fall off to it. I don't know. There's a lot of things that wildcard could do to like make these weapons better, but they're probably not gonna change it since Arc 2 is coming out. So there's that. But I'm pretty happy with the list, I guess. Um, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.
You got this.